Leon House now, I think it's completely finished now. So we'll have a walk round and have a look, but it is completely finished now. They're just finishing it off when we was here last. It was about 5 months ago. There is a little bit of info on the new build, phase 2 of it. They've put a planning application in. It's been in for a while now. There should be a decision in the next month or so, I would imagine. For I think a 31 story. It is 31 stories, and the shorter tower, which will be on this side, Edridge Road, will be I think roughly about 21 stories. There's no details of the lower tower, but looking at the pictures of it, it looks to be about 21 floors, but there will be a 31 story tower on the High Street side, so obviously it's been upscaled. It's originally going to be, I think, 19 and 21 stories, I think, but they've upscaled it to put more affordable housing in. But yeah, that's what they've put a full planning application in for, so hopefully they'll get that. So I would imagine they'll start work probably maybe the end of this year, maybe beginning of next. But there's a parade of shops just down there underneath there, which they're going to have to demolish all this to put the 2 towers. The 31 story tower will be on the High Street side. I think it's 21 floors on this side, just here. And there'll be a low rise 6 story building just there facing onto Edridge Road, which is this road here. I have done videos about this before, but I've just not long known about the 31 story tower, so that is the latest news, what they're planning to do. But as for Leon House, it's finished. Yeah, it's all done. Go in and have a look. Yeah, this will be knocked down to make way, and probably this bit that we're walking on, this car park, will be demolished because the shops, I think, are underneath. Yeah, the Edridge, that's going to be a 35 story tower there. They've got a planning application in for that. It's not yet been decided. But yeah, and also Impact House in Over, that is now finished as well. I'll do a video on that in a minute. Yeah, these are all done now. I think they're about half sold now. They've sold about half of them so far. Yeah, this is the shops here, the back of them anyway. That's like a service area. We've got offices there, and the back of the shops are underneath there, but obviously facing the High Street. They'll knock all this down. 35 story tower will stand here, and I think it's about 21 stories because there's been no mention of that, but it's about, looking at the picture, it counts about 21 stories will stand about here on the car park. I'll keep an eye on the description of this video. As soon as I find out the exact height of the 21 stories, it's about 21 stories, I'll put that in as well. But I know for a fact there's a 31 story tower going to go there if they get planning permission. I'll keep the description of this video updated as soon as they receive permission, and I'll put it on the description. Yeah, better not go in there. Yeah, this is Leon House anyway. Yeah, it's all finished now. Yeah, so this car park will be demolished, and them shops what we just looked at, we'll go around the other side and have another look at them in a minute. Yeah, there's a 6 story building going to go through here, facing Edridge Road there. So this will all be demolished as well. Not quite sure what's going on with this bit. I think this bit might stay. Yeah, it's the underground car park to Leon House. That will obviously be kept because that's underneath the building. That's the car parking for the residents. That's the new entrance to it there, what they've done. Yeah, this little bit is staying. That's it's a restaurant. Restaurant on the ground floor. I think they're just, I don't know, there might be apartments they've put in there above, I'm not sure. It looks like they've put new windows in there, so yeah, I'll have to walk round and come out and go back where we've come because they can't go through there. I've recently done a slideshow of the Edridge over there, so keep an eye on, have a look at that video, and I'll keep the description of that updated, what's going on with that. So as soon as they start work on that, I think January, I think they're going to start work on that, if they get permission. Yeah, 4 to 20 Edridge Road, I think the address of that is there. Yeah, this is where the 6-storey building will go along here, facing Edridge Road here. Yeah, so this will be the last video I'll do on this until when they start phase 2. Then I'll do a video on it then, because phase 1 Leon House is now completed. Yeah, obviously they've redone that, that's part of the underground car park there, it's where we just was walking up there, so they'll just take that section there for the 6-storey building, which will run down that way. Yeah, they've cleaned it up well anyway, they put all new windows in it and that, so I think they wanted to keep this one roughly as it was, because it's like represents brutalist architecture in Croydon, because a lot of it's going to disappear over the next few years. So I think it's a good thing they're keeping some of it back. Yeah, it's 21 stories. Yeah, I'll stick all the write-ups and images and that at the end of this video, so you get the latest information. Yeah, the road we've just walked on, Mason's Avenue. This road runs up to Edridge Road up there. Yeah, it's a Turkish restaurant there, that's staying. I think they might have put apartments above, they've put new windows in there, so I think that's apartments up there. Yeah, they made this old greenery, a nice little garden there, they've repaved that round there. Yeah, new staircases in there and that, you see through there. Yeah, it's all finished anyway. But yeah, that's where the 31-storey building is staying about here. They're knocking these shops down. Shops on the ground floor, offices on the first floor, that's all coming down. I think that's going as well there. Building there, and this is where the 31-storey tower will stand. It'll be nearly half, roughly half, nearly half again higher than Leon House. I'd imagine roughly about 100 metres, 330 feet. I'd imagine it'll be. And the shorter tower will stand just behind over there where we just was on that car park. Well, we're going to have a proper look at these shops. The next video I'll do on this will be when they actually start work. We've got Tesco Express here. Yeah, so all of this will be knocked down. Staff bank. Quite sure what that is. It's like an art gallery of some kind. Alpha Cars. Taxi company, I think. Skunk House, not quite sure. Printing.com. Looks like it's closed down. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so they'll knock from there, they'll knock all this down up to here, and I think these will go as well. That's the Leon Quarter South Suite in there. That's still open because they're still selling the apartments in Leon House. I think they've sold about half of them now, roughly. So once they finish, they knock all that down. These two will go, and obviously all around there, what we've just looked at. And there'll be a 31-storey tower standing here, and roughly 21 stories. It'll be roughly the same height as Leon House, the smaller tower behind. Then on Edridge Road, the other side there where we just was, will be a 6-storey building there. I think it's about 350 apartments, I think, in the 3 buildings. Something, I think it's 350. Yeah, so the next video I'll do on this was when they start demolitions in phase 2. I'll keep the description of this video updated of what's going on.